Ross. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you, Nikki?
Pretty good. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a little springtasticness. Thanks for coming down today to have a chat. I'm
I come here most
substituting.
days.
You like it here most days?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you did. Should be like the best couple parts of your day, maybe. So we're doing our Athlete Spotlight series. So this is our opportunity to get to talk to you and learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Great. So first question is, how did you find DCF? What was your first day like?
Well, I was first exposed to it when some of my friends and coworkers had joined a few months before I ended up joining, and they'd come to work right after, and they were just like happier and energetic and really happy about it, and wouldn't really shut up about it, and so. They weren't really like directly pressuring any of us, but a few more of us joined because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice. We just started with a few friends, and so it was just a really positive experience.
Cool.
But my first week really was pretty rough. It was, I hadn't been to the gym in a while, and it's kind of eye-opening. In exploration in personal limitations is what I called it. Some serious soreness, but it was fun at the same time. So
the DOMs are real though. So
yeah.
much soreness, or instant soreness, I guess maybe. Well, and so how long have you been coming?
Let's see, it'll be 2 years at the end of summer here.
Okay.
I think August.
Awesome. So what keeps you coming?
Well, I mean, it's been a really positive influence in my life. Just a lot happier in general, sleep way better. But mostly it's like the sense of incremental, steady progress. You kind of develop your own goals and things that you want to work on, whether they be weaknesses or just things you want to get better at. And, if you work on them, they improve. And so, just that sense of steadily working towards a goal.
Yeah, I think you actually wrote down some goals this year for yourself. So it's cool to say what you want. Put it out there.
Yeah.
So what do you tell people in the community of Walla Walla about CrossFit?
Well, I try not to talk about it a lot because it has that reputation. But if it comes up, I just let people know what my experience has been like, and how good it's been for me, and some of the pluses and minuses, and kind of explore whether it would be a good physical option for them.
Yeah, I like that. It's a conversation.
Right.
You have to do it. Here's some Kool-Aid. Go.
Right. It's the best. You have to do it now.
You have to, all the time. Nice. So what are some things that changed for you outside of CrossFit? I heard you say that you sleep a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, it just feel better in general. Like I sleep better. I have more energy throughout the day. I've been told I'm a much nicer person to deal with.
Okay.
Nicer at work. Just kind of makes everything a little better.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just like adds a little bit extra too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit better sense of well-being, and it kind of influences everything that you do. So, just a little slower to anger. Little things don't annoy you quite so much, and if you have to do 50 burpees earlier in the day, something later in the day isn't going to seem quite as hard. So
True.
Yeah.
50 burpees, huh?
That's about my limit.
Yeah, that's what your max.
Yeah.
It's a lot of burpees.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But I think it's funny, like, people think those things is doable. Like, all of a sudden, things don't seem as hard. I like that.
Yeah.
So, you probably talk to people who've been on the fence about starting CrossFit. So, what are some tips that you've given people when they've been on the fence? When they're either like, what, they're going to try it or not, or...
Well, I feel like there's no real reason not to. It's like people have this view that it's just a really intense, balls to the wall thing, and it doesn't have to be. I mean, every workout can be as intense or as mild as you want it to be, and you can be doing the workout at a really high level, maximum intensity, right next to somebody who's, kind of taking it easy for the day. Whether they're, just not feeling it, or if they went really hard the day before. And so you can just scale anything, so you can just tailor the experience to your own level and, your own desires and your own goals. So,
Yeah, I like doing that. What is your kind of go-to favorite movement that you're wanting to kind of a little win? What is new use? Quick, positive, like fun thing that you like to do when you're here?
I've been really loving the clean lately.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fun move.
Really? Yeah.
Just feel really strong doing that. So, yeah, go with that.
Cool. So you got an award this year and you were nominated from our box members. So, and also it happens to be a specific award from our group. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? How you felt about that experience?
Yeah, that was fun. That was a big surprise. I was just here for the annual party
Mm-hmm.
and got called up for it. So, kind of came out of nowhere. But yeah, I was really happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to be thought of, as kind of a knowledgeable, helpful person to have around that way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So you got the coaches award. Right?
Yeah.
And that award comes from, one, when you see someone nominated in multiple different categories, but also overarchingly, someone who kind of embodies what our values are at CrossFit.
Making me blush, Nikki.
I know, I'm really trying to go for it. But, so you are someone who brings like that sense of community. You show up for other people, show up for our members, like we're part of that family. But you have that positivity and that attitude, and I think that is something that people get are lucky that they get to look at.
Well, thanks. That's really gratifying. That's what I really like about the kind of class team atmosphere. So, happy to reflect that.
Yeah, we're all like reflections of each other, I think, and so raise that bar and make people feel welcome. So.
Thanks.
Yeah. So thanks so much for taking time in your day, outside of your regular workout time even, so
sure.
Kind of quiet, not all the weights being dropped. But I hope you have a good rest of your day and you get some clean in today, huh?
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
All right. See ya.